Bengaluru will switch over from the unit area method of property tax calculation to that of the guidance value method by next year. This is in accordance with the directive issued by the Urban Development Department. With this revised system, the property tax collection is expected to go up 2 to 5 times, and it will help the government to increase its borrowing on the GDP. Hello, I'm Priyanka Rachaya, and I welcome you to today's episode of Property Matters. The Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs has asked all the urban local bodies to follow a uniform method of property tax calculation. While all other ULBs are already following the guidance value method, BBMP is the only one that still fixes its property tax based on the rental demand.
To bring synchronization between the different authorities in the manner of calculating the property tax, the government has now decided to move to the guidance value method, which is a more simpler form, which is linked to the guidance value of the property, which is prescribed by the stamps and registration authorities. So this does away with the classification of the properties based on zones.
The change is expected to increase BBMP's tax revenue and bring in uniformity. But the senior citizens fear that they may have to pay more in the new calculation.
We do have several high, or luxury condominiums or apartment complexes for which the value of the property may be significantly higher than a property which is constructed on, say, a 10,000 square feet plot. But because they come within the same zone, the value that is assigned to the property on a per square foot basis will be the same. So a person who has a property or an apartment which has bare or no facilities will end up paying the same rate of property tax as a person who is staying in an apartment complex which has, say, 30 or 40 different amenities. So by linking the calculation of property tax to the guidance value, the government is now trying to do away with this sort of classification or discrimination and link the calculation of property tax to the value of the property that is being followed by the government authorities. Now, guidance value is something that is sort of accepted across different categories or for different purposes.
Particularly, I am worried about senior citizens' home where they are living there. They would have got a big bungalow, by virtue of their ancestral property, and today you can't tell them their income itself might be very, very low. How can you expect them to pay based on capital guidance value and tell them to pay heavy tax?
There are many issues in the current system that the BBMP has to set right anyway. At least 250 taxpayers have been barred from paying their regular taxes for years just because the BBMP hasn't received a receipt of payment from the concerned bank.
About 200 property owners filed on the last date of payment. Online payment was made through the portal. Around 200 to 250 people, the payment was made, and those amounts have been withdrawn from the bank. It is debited in the bank, and money, we are told by BBMP that they have not received money from their bankers. Because of this, what has happened is the portal in respect of these 200 or 250 people has been blocked. We are unable to pay the tax for the last 3 years. In spite of at least 20 to 25 representations, in spite of personally going to the BBMP office, I am very sorry to tell you, no sort of solution has come out.
Revised ward numbers do not reflect in the tax payment system in many cases.
This started in 2000, okay, and at that time, say for instance where we are, this was ward number 68. From then somewhere along the ward number changed to 148. Now it has become 134. None of these changes reflect in the when you go, you will have to give the same old number.
Many complain that the online payment of property taxes takes a long time and that the system is very slow.
Whereas a booking for a say, ticket of air ticket or a bus ticket or something like that will take me about say maximum 5 minutes. This will take me about half a day if I manage it totally. Somewhere along it will hang. Yes, it will ultimately work, but it takes a whole lot of time. So it's a very unprofessional job. And I have only one property in Bangalore. I spend about half a day on doing this. Before I start on this, I do a prayer and then sit on it and do it. There are other people who own more than one property spend whole days together cracking it.
The present property tax system is not perfect. Consumers fear that the new system might cause further trouble. BBMP has to instill confidence in its consumers before changing the system. Do like and share our video in case you found it informative. Also subscribe to MBTV and follow me on Twitter for more such insights. This is Priyanka Rachaya signing off with camera person Pragat. Please subscribe to Magic Bricks on YouTube and press the bell icon to get new videos.